just singing out, and it's about like overcoming whatever comes up, and like, and then just like when you think you're done, just going a little bit further, you know, and like all that is so anti like performance and like show.
I don't know you or anything. Her looks really
maybe we could do a little bit at your Shalom. What do you think? Like at the end? But like, are you serious? And it's on Christmas Eve. Just like a little taste.
I was like, okay, I'll see you when I see you.
Are you here on Christmas Eve?
No,
Good.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're here.
otherwise I would.
yeah, happy to be here.
Yeah, awesome.
That would be awesome. And in general, I'd like to do that.
Are you here on the 24th? You're not here.
No, we're gonna go down to Mexico for
Okay, that's cool.
the end of the year like that. But in January, I would love to put something on the books.
Lucy also doesn't ask them. I still like
It's like a different person. You look very sophisticated. Sophisticación.
I really like it a lot.
You know, I've just been doing different stuff. I've been getting more into like businessy space, you know?
How's it going?
Doing sales and working with this like climate technology, competition technology. I'm on LinkedIn and stuff like that. You
Good for
know?
you.
And so like I was always having to button it, right?
Yeah.
And then like, but during the summer I got the back pain because my it's so hot, you know?
So hot.
And then like a bigger one. I got a haircut, but I had to have her keep it long so I could still bun it. But then it was like felt awkward, and then when it was down, I felt like I had like full on like pilgrim look. And all of a sudden I was just like, yeah, fuck this.
It looks really good right
It's
now.
time to like new bra,
It
new
looks
year.
really good.
Make it
No,
happen.
I like that. Very nice.
So it's
We'll
fun.
support.
No, I've been considering it though, actually. Yeah. Do you know a good person? Okay, yeah. Give me your person. Your gal, I guess. Guys? Oh, God, I don't know. I'm new to the world of wax. You're gonna show me your ways. Is your sister coming or no?
Huh?
Is your sister coming? Your roommate?
No, she's in New York, actually, for our cousin's wedding.
Oh, right on.
Cousin's wedding. My parents are gonna come. My parents will come. What? That's acting so funny. Like while you were playing, you're like, I don't know where the basketball is.
I think that's healthy, you know? I mean, like,
Yeah, I think it's good for them.
people gotta know how to chill with them, you know? And it's good to start flexing that muscle. You
Slap him
know?
out. Slap him out.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. Trial and error.
Oh, no, you
I have
made the right choice.
my boxers. Thank you. I would love like a piece of chocolate, you know? A piece of chocolate.
Oh, nice.
Back, are you
Right?
around next Thursday?
Nice.
It's so nice.
Can you see it for Cal? Can you make it out?
No, I think it's for
Hello. Hi, Shabbat Shalom. Hi, Rabbi Sherman. I'm doing well. I am doing well. Happy to be here. Thank you.
You too. Hotel. Oh, man, that was really cool. Who was drumming?
I had one song to
Great.
play.
Good to know. This guy.
I had one song to play.
He's a lawyer. Yeah.
All right. Good Shabbos, everybody. מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליונים, מלך מלאכי המלאכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. שלום עליכם מלאכי השלום, מלאכי העליונים, מלך מלאכי המלאכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ברכוני לשלום, מלאכי השלום, השלום, מלאכי העליון, ממלך מלאכי המלאכים, קדוש ברוך הוא. מלאכי השלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי העליון, ממלך מלאכי המלאכים, קדוש ברוך הוא. צאתכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי העליון,
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Okay, so before we all get settled in, we realized a little bit during our Orden Friday Night Live that we're sitting too much and we're not moving around enough. And also, we've gotten kind of some feedback that we're not meeting each other. And so, I'm sorry to make you do this, but we're all going to get up. I know, groan, and you can get mad at me later. And this kind of activity has...
Us too?
Oh, that's up to you.
Yes.
That's
You
totally
too,
up to
Chloe.
you, Chloe.
Come on.
Okay, so this activity has 2 rules and 2 questions, okay? Rule number 1 is that you have to move from your spot. So you can't turn to the person next to you or behind you. You actually have to move from your spot. Rule number 2, you have to find someone that you do not know. Sound good? Once you find that person and you move from your spot, you need to answer 2 questions with each other. Okay, the 2 questions. If you had 1 extra hour in the day, I would choose to fill in the blank. Well, thank you for telling us already. Okay. You're going to share that with that person. I would choose to ... and explain why. Question number 2. If I could take 3 things on a deserted island, you already had food and water and shelter, okay, like something over your head, what would they be? And go. That's hard. Ooh, you're so good. Okay. Hopefully you got a chance to learn something new about someone else. Come on back. Come on back. That's good? You had fun? Any awesome answers? Anyone willing to share the person's name that you met and an awesome answer, a surprising answer? Shani? Uh-huh. Love that. Perfect. What else? Who else has an answer? You want? Go ahead.
I met the lovely violinist Chloe.
Oh.
All of her answers were brilliant. With her extra hours, she watched the sunset.
Oh. I love that. Sorry, say it again. I just interrupted because I thought it was so beautiful.
Yeah. And then she had the smart idea to bring to the desert island a friend.
Smart.
Does that count? Yeah, to bring a friend.
That's beautiful. Thank you. Who else? Anyone else? Anyone else want to share? One more answer? Maybe you'll share later on. We're about to start Lecha Dodi. We're found on page 42. Page 42 Here too, it sounds a little different than what we usually do in services. Usually we sit and we listen and absorb. Lechadodi is all about accepting. We're accepting Shabbat. It's an act of prayer. We're greeting the Shabbat bride, and in the same way that we just did with each other, where we greeted each other and learned something new, every Shabbat we have the chance to greet God, learn something new about God, our faith, and ourselves. Lechadodi, page 42.
Lechadodi likat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad ishiyanu el hamiוחד. Adonai echad ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. Lechadodi likat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likat kala b'nei Shabbat. Take one, Chloe. Lai 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 la 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 Verse 2. Likat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki מקום הברכה. מראש מקדם לסופה סוף מעשה בין מחשבה לתחילה. Lechadodi likat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. We move to the last verse on page 43 at the bottom. We face the door, greet the Shabbat bride. Boi v'shalom Atid bala gam b'simcha ובצוהלה. תוכן בוני עם סגולה. בואי כלה, בואי כלה. Lechadodi likat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likat kala b'nei Shabbat. Let's hear come. La 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 la. Ya la 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 la. La 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 la. Ya la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Let's remain standing for the Baruch Hu. We're found on page 59. Page 59.
Lai la lai 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 lai. Lai la lai 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 lai. Lai la lai lai
I recently read a story from a rabbi who used to be a rabbi here many years ago, Rabbi Hillel Silverman. And Rabbi Silverman shares a story about running into a friend he hasn't seen in a few years. I like this story because I think it's what's actually happening with a lot of us now. You realize, oh, I haven't seen you in 2 years, or I haven't seen you in 2.5 years. And so he recalls seeing one of his friends, and the same kind of interaction happened. Wow, I haven't seen you. I haven't seen you. How is your family? How are you feeling? And at the end of the conversation, which was very joyous and mutually happy, they were thrilled to see each other. But at the end of the conversation, the other gentleman said to Rabbi Silverman, "You haven't changed at all. You haven't changed at all." And he walked away from the conversation thinking, was that a compliment? You haven't changed at all. It's like, well, maybe it's a compliment. Maybe, I look good. Maybe my hair is good. But, as Jews, when you say to someone, you haven't changed at all, it's not necessarily a compliment. Yeah. And so when we think about that idea of change, Shimon Peres, former president of the state of Israel, said the greatest contribution to human history from the Jews is dissatisfaction. That the greatest contribution from the Jews is dissatisfaction. Now, you can take that as a negative. I take that as an incredible positive. What does it mean to be dissatisfied? It means you're constantly looking at a situation and asking yourself the question, how can I change this for the better? But here's what I want to put into the conversation tonight. I know that we're reaching the end of the secular new year. We spend a lot of time during the month of Elul, so usually the month of July, August, doing what's called a cheshbon hanefesh, an introspection of the soul in preparation for Rosh Hashanah. But then sometimes that introspection stops there. It stops in August. Instead of saying to ourselves, throughout the year, each and every month, what does it mean to be dissatisfied? If I have a sense of dissatisfaction, then what am I doing to change the situation? I want to tell you another little quick story. Our daughter Annie is 10, and the greatest thing in the world at Sinai Temple is that the gift shop is back open. And the reason being is because after school they sell snacks. And for months and months, okay, it's really sad, school's on Zoom. But that's not what we would hear about. We would hear about, well, when is the gift shop going to reopen so that we can get snacks later on in the afternoon? So finally, it's open. We give Annie some money each week to get snacks. And we've asked a few times, well, where's the money? You give them a couple dollars. What have you received in return? And she's told the lady who runs the gift shop, you keep the change. We're like, you keep the change? That's our money. You keep the change. But I want you to hold on to that phrase, keep the change. What does it mean to keep the change? We're told in Mishlei that the wise person is listening. The wise person is always listening and growing. The wise person is listening and accepting. The wise person is listening and changing. And so as we reach these final weeks of the new year, I ask yourself to think about the question, what does it mean in my life to change? Do I push it away? Or like Annie with the gift shop lady, am I willing to keep the change? And if we keep the change, then as we know, that's a symbol of growth, which is a symbol of life. May this be our year.
Amen.
So the Jewish contribution is dissatisfaction, but I think it's also we always looking forward to something better. So the two combine. We always believe that something good is just about to happen. The warmth of your love's like the warmth of the sun. This will be our year. Took a long time to come. Don't let go of my hand, now the darkness is gone. This will be our year. Took a long time to come. And I won't forget the way you held me up when I was down. I won't forget the way you said, darling, I love you. You give me faith to go on. Now we're here and we've only just begun. This will be our year. Took a long time to come.
This will be our year if we're willing to listen, if we're willing to pay attention, and to hear what our soul is telling us. Shema is found on page 64. Page 64.
Shema Yisrael Adonai
We continue quietly. In a moment, we'll turn to page 89. We just completed the Festival of Lights, celebrating miracles of hope in the darkest days of the year. And each evening and each morning, every single day of the year, we reflect on the miracles that God brings to our lives. Page 69, Mi Chamocha, page 69. 73, a prayer for peace over us, over Israel, over Yerushalayim, over Jerusalem. Page 73, V'hashkivenu.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. ושמור צאתנו ומוענו לחיים ולשלום ואתה אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו
A tradition that we have in our house, maybe a tradition that you have in your home too on Shabbat, and that is after Shabbat services, on Saturday morning I'm speaking about, I take a nap. Anybody have that tradition? Actually, Rabbi Guzik and I were just speaking about this week, what if, even in our own workplaces, we took a lunch break, but after lunch we really took a nap? The world doesn't work like that. But in the 13th century, Sefer HaChasidim, a book written by Hasidic rabbis, they had to explain why the Shabbat nap exists. We know that Shabbat is a day of rest. You can't drive, you can't do this, you can't do that. But this is what they say. They say one does not take a nap on Shabbat in order to work better the next day. Because that's what we usually do when we nap. I'm tired, and if I take a nap, I'll have more energy for what I need to do next. Even to study Torah. For Shabbat napping, Shabbat rest, is for Shabbat enjoyment, and not for the sake of the weekday's work. The Shabbat nap, the Shabbat rest in general is not about doing it to get something more, but it's simply stopping for the sake of stopping. As David was finishing Hashkivenu, first we heard Chloe's beautiful voice, not stop, but rest. And if you know anything about music, I think the hardest thing when you're learning music is actually observing the rest. I'm watching my children learn piano, and I myself am a studier of music, and it's easy to skip that rest. Nobody will hear if you don't do a rest because we're always filled with noise. But on Shabbat, these amazing musicians, we observe the rest. As we get to the end of the year, we also observe that rest. We were also just saying, school's done in about a week. Everybody, the world, we need to take a rest. And our tradition has given us that moment every single week. Whether we think we need it or we don't, we take that moment for the Shabbat nap. Not only for our bodies, but our souls. For when we do that, we will be able to go higher and higher to the world beyond. As we rise before the silent Amidah, if you have a song sheet as you came in, the words from the Kaddish are Le'ela u'le'ela, to go higher and higher as we observe those moments of rest.
יתקדש ויתקדש שמי אבא ועלמא דיברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומייכון וחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה ובזמן קריב וימרו אמן יהי שמי אברהם לעולם ולעולמי יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה שמי דקודשה בריחו לילה ולילה לילה ולילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה ושמחתה נחמתה נמירה ועלמה ואימו ואימו אמן לילה ולילה לילה beyond any words, any song, any prayer that is whispered in this world and the next world and the next world and the next world. Open my eyes. Open my heart. Go beyond, go beyond, go beyond, go beyond. Leila.
The Silent Amidah, page 79 through 90 in Hebrew or English, or Moments of Rest, page 79.
Na 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 שפתי תפתח na 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 ופי יגיד תהילתך. Shalom. Salam Aleinu el kol haolam. Salam, shalom, salam, shalom, salam, shalom, salam, shalom.
Aleinu, page 98.
There will come a day. 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 Vayomahu, 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 vayomahu. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עצרנו כגולי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשלחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. אנחנו קוראים מתחתנים ומולדים, מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני מלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני ואחד הוא שמו אחד.
You may be seated. If you are in mourning or observing a yard site, the anniversary of the loss of a loved one, please remain standing on page 101 for for the words of the mourner's Kaddish, page 101. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah v'alma divarach yirute v'yamlich malchute v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chaye dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kari v'maru. Amen.
Amen.
Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam ulomei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shemei dekudesha barichu la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran b'yalma v'maru. Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'maru. Amen. Osei shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'maru. Amen. May God, who brings peace unto heavens, bring peace unto all those who mourn. And let us all say, Amen. We are, before we conclude with a Shabbat Shalom, we're going to do something special.
Put a lot of pressure on it. So we're actually wanted to do a little bit of a check-in. We want to kind of start a tradition at Friday Night Live. And we're doing a kind of a good and welfare. So, again, this kind of takes you to get out of your comfort zone and feel free to share a little bit about yourself and who you are. If you're willing, tell us your name, something good that happened this week. If you want me to broaden it, something good that has happened this month. And I can even broaden it even more, something that you might be looking forward to this month. You can think about it for a second. Did you have one? I thought I saw movement. Sorry, if I see movement, then I'm going to jump.
My youngest sister had a baby boy.
Wow. What do you say his name?
His name is
Raziel. Mazel tov. That's beautiful. Mazel tov. This is David. Who else? Come on. Otherwise we're not a community. Please. Oh, Mazel tov, Marissa. Were you going to say something? That's amazing. They're lucky to have you. That's amazing. Please.
Hi, I'm Bridget. I got a raise last week.
Yeah, Bridget. Do you hear that? She got a raise and she didn't have to ask for it. Amazing. That's the best kind of raise. Exactly. Best surprise. Who else? Please. Yeah, Jason. Okay, congratulations. Mazel tov. Anyone else? Feeling empowered now?
My name's Brock, and I got to visit my family in the East Coast.
Wow, that's awesome. When's the last time that you saw them?
I actually surprised my mom and sister in September for their birthday.
Oh.
It's so great to go.
It's great. Thanks, Brock. Please.
Hi, I'm Alex, and when I was a kid, somehow my mom got this CD, and it was called Friday Night Live, right? And we would play it, and this is the first time hearing it live.
Wow.
It was insane deja vu, and I'm so grateful for it.
Well, that's amazing. I love that. Craig Talman would love that story. We're gonna share that story with him. He will love it. Please. Wait, Gabriel?
Should. It's a good idea.
What? That's incredible.
That's amazing.
Okay, next time you have to bring pictures. Okay, please. Or them. Yeah, exactly. We'd love to hear more about it. That's incredible. Nice to meet you, Gabriel. Anyone else? Please. All the way in the back. Wonderful. Well, welcome. Shabbat Shalom, welcome. One or two more, and then we'll do something else. Oh, please.
My name is Benji, and I like playing soccer with my friends.
Awesome, Benji. Thanks for sharing that with us. Thank you. One more? Sam.
Sam, and
Oh, I'm sorry.
piggyback off the teacher, I tutor a homeless student.
Oh my gosh.
For a month, I've been trying to get him to add, subtract, multiply, divide fractions, and seems like week after week, we never get up to that common denominator business, but he finally nailed it this week, and I'm really proud.
This is amazing. Amazing. There was one more in the back. Did I miss? Oh. Oh. Wait, you passed Arya, right? You passed your boards? You passed the bar.
Wow.
That's great. Wow. I think we'll. Who's raising hand that I missed? Oh, please go ahead. Jason. You started playing a new song on guitar or in the car? On guitar. Okay. I'm like, well, that's good for you. Okay. That's amazing. Okay, wait, Jason. I know. Seriously, you could, because did you know we're gonna do this like request thing?
Yeah, we could try that.
Okay, so.
I start by requesting his song.
Seriously, so we're going to take another 5 to 7 minutes. We're starting another new tradition, so that's going to continue, okay? Check-ins are going to continue so we get to know each other as a community. Another tradition that actually happened a few months ago, we were up on the rooftop, and by chance, we just started kind of jamming. People were throwing out requests. We're going to pretend there's like a fire pit in the middle here, like we're having a campfire. And for about 5 to 7 minutes, if you have requests, okay?
Are we doing Stump the Band?
I don't know, whatever you want. I mean,
we might not know every song,
you might
but
not
maybe
know it.
somebody here knows it.
So I let
think
you
there's
take
other
it over,
musicians.
David, okay?
Well, I would start out by, would you feel weird playing your new song for us, or at least a little bit of it? You take out your telephone? I don't know. How does that work, rabbis?
I don't know.
Do we take out telephones? Can you do it without
You'll
taking
come
out your
next
telephone?
month. You're going to come next month and do your song. Is that okay, Jason?
Or maybe prepare it for next month.
Okay, Jason is doing, your song for next month. That's awesome. That means you have to come back. Okay, what other requests?
Does anyone else have a request? The Israeli national anthem. Whoa. Way to keep it light and fun. No. No, it's a beautiful song. I can maybe we'll do a little bit of it. Let's see. D minor? Oh, D minor sounds as good as any. Maybe everyone should stand.
Yeah, let's
oh my
stand.
God. It's getting intense right away.
Okay, be a little mad.
Leave it to a bunch of Jews to have a good time. Nah. Okay, let's see. And if I mess it up, you know how bad I'm going to feel?
We're all going to
Let's
sing.
try it.
with
All
you.
right, let's all do it together. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's all sing it together. Here we go.
So we often say this is the Orden Friday Night Live. Maybe you don't know that this is named after the Ted and Hedy Orden and Family Friday Night Live. Ted and Hedy have since passed away and were both Holocaust survivors. And so I do think that if they knew today that Friday Night Live had continued so many years on with young professionals and a beautiful community singing Hatikva, they would believe that their dream had come true. So I know it was a little heavy.
No, that was
but,
beautiful.
But it was
That
quite,
really
but it
beautiful.
was truly beautiful, and I do believe that they would be so proud to witness this moment.
And you know what? That was so nice because we could all sing that together. So that was actually a really beautiful idea. All right, everybody sit down, or should we stay?
Who's next? Who's next?
Who's next? Try and follow.
It doesn't have to be Jewish if you don't want.
How about like shallow?
Modani. Which one? There's so many different ones. Yeah, I know a couple of different melodies to that. You know, you were mentioning Friday Night Live and the CDs that you heard. That's somebody named Craig Taubman, who still plays here, right? Often. And actually introduced me to this whole world. I moved from Israel. I'd never played music in a shul before I met him. So thank you, Craig. Maybe one day he'll come and sit in with us. That would be really special. But he taught me one of his modani, so maybe we could try to. It's a reggae and it's in E minor. You'll follow it. Yeah. Go some of the. Modani, I am grateful for today. Modani, I am grateful. Modani, I am grateful for today. Modani, I am grateful. Modani. Something like that. It's been a while. One Day, yes, I do know the song One Day. Yeah, I actually had the pleasure of, with the band that I grew up in called Moshav, of touring with the guy who wrote this, Matisiau. If you don't know his music, I encourage you to go check out. He's got some amazing, amazing music. Let's try a little of this. F, maybe? Sometimes I lay under the moon, thank God I'm breathing, and I pray don't take me soon, 'cause I'm here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So much negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around. 'Cause all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day. Oh, one day, one day, one day. Take a solo. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So much negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more, there'll be no more war. One day, one day, one day. By the way, everybody, this is Zach. What are you playing, Zach? That's a melodica. Zach's also playing clarinet. I feel so grateful to Sinai, grateful to everyone that we get to do this together with all, these are all my favorite musicians in the world. I wouldn't want to be playing with anybody else. That's Kyle on percussion. Kyle on percussion. That's Brock on the bass and singing. Zach, as we said, on melodica, clarinet, and this is Chloe singing and playing violin. I'm David. Thank you so much. Are we continuing with the Stump the Band?
We're
One
thinking
more?
one
All right.
more. We'll
Let's
end
do
it. One more,
Stump
and then we're
the
going to
Band.
do Modesi together.
Do one of you.
It's not fair. You're related to the band. We could do it. Should we do a little?
I'm down.
What key are we in?
Tell me something, boy.
What? Yeah.
What key are we in?
Chloe, you got to do that.
What key?
I have no idea.
Sing a.
Huh? Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired trying to fill that void? What key is that?
E minor? E minor,
Start.
you're in the same key.
It starts with you, though. It starts with you.
I actually don't know it that well. But
Should I start?
Yeah,
Or
you
does the
start.
boy-
I'll try
I
and
don't
find you.
remember who starts in the actual song. Oh, you start. You start. Bradley Cooper starts. Tell me
what are you
something,
doing? You're causing
girl.
trouble here. No.
Brock knows.
Check that.
Go
Okay,
for it.
call
Duffy.
out
E
the key.
minor, D, G. Got it.
Do it. I'll find.
He starts. Bradley Cooper.
Okay, Bradley starts.
Bradley, but Bradley can't start. Is there a Bradley in the house? I know there's a Brock. There's a Zach. There's a Kyle. Anyone want to take the? I don't know.
You don't know it?
I don't know it well enough. That's the only part I know.
Okay, I'll just do
Chloe,
it. Okay.
take both parts.
Tell me, girl. Go for it, Brock.
Maybe just the chorus.
He's
Oh,
got
that's a
it.
great idea, Sasha.
Modern world.
Oh, Brock,
He's
you got it.
Or do you need more?
Yeah!
Is there something that you're looking for?
Yeah. I'm falling in all the good times. I find myself longing for change, and in the bad times I fear myself. I'm off the deep end, much as I dive in, I never meet the ground. Close to the surface, where they can hurt us, we're far from the shallow now. In the shallow,
In the In the
shallow, we're far from the shallow now. Oh my God, let's keep going.
I have to relearn. I once learned that for something and,
It's a good
and
one.
immediately forgot it.
I think that
I
was
have to watch the movie again. All right.
I
wait,
think it was
just wanna-
incredible.
Did you? What was yours?
You want to do one more?
Rejoice, hallelujah.
That's your Nagila,
Oh, yeah.
hallelujah.
You could do that. You do it.
Okay.
It's just percussion and vocal. That's not me singing, and I can't sing
How
that.
about your
But you do it. We-
whatever
Chloe, you do it. Do a little bit
Go,
of it.
Chloe.
Oh my God. Nagila, hallelujah, Nagila, Nagila, hallelujah, Nagila, Bazeman, 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 Nageula, Bazeman, 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 Nageula. الشعطة يلي يلي كابتي من حياتي داي الشعطة يلي بقرش مساناي بقرش مساناي 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 وي بس قال نجيلا نجيلا هللويا نجيلا نجيلا هللويا نجيلا بزمان 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 نجيلا.
Okay.
That was really cool. We went around the whole planet musically. With
I
that.
love it. So happy to introduce our Atid director, Brianna Ben Aaron.
Thank you, Sasha. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. This is
so beautiful, and I want to thank each and every one of you, and rabbis and band. You guys are out of this world, and so much beauty has happened here tonight, and I think taking a cold room on a cold night with people wearing masks and making it feel warm and making this feel like this is our community and that you have a place here is really special. And so I want to thank all of you for being here, and I want to invite everyone who would like to join us for dinner, who has registered, to come upstairs and to eat and to drink and to enjoy. I also want to let you guys know that on Sunday we're having a dance class. It's called Yoga Booty Ballet. No prior dance experience necessary. It's going to be on Pilot Plaza, completely outside at 11 if you're interested. All the information is on our Instagram page. And then coming in January, we're having a very special class, a Kabbalah class with the one and only Rabbi Nicole Gluzik. Basketball. Can I hear it for basketball? The Atid Basketball League will be back, hopefully under the amazing mentorship of Rabbi Eric Sherman. And we'll be here, hopefully the second Shabbat of every Friday, so don't miss it. Love seeing familiar faces, new faces. Sorry, my back is to you. And really, really thank you for making this so special. We're going to do the hamotzi. There's rules, though, with the challah. The rabbis will tell you. But other than that, Shabbat Shalom. Great seeing all of you. And yeah, I'll turn it back to her. Shabbat Shalom.
I'm going to say, I'm a rabbi and a mom of three. I'm really, really good about rules. Oh, yeah, thank you. There you go. Okay, so let's all do the motzi together. And then what I'm going to do is go to the back. I'm going to cut up pieces of challah for you. You're going to keep your mask on and walk up towards the roof, and then feel free to eat your challah upstairs. And let's do the motzi, and then we'll end services together.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם המוציא לחם מן הארץ.
We pray that you have a Shabbat of warmth, of joy, immense blessing, a little dissatisfaction this year so that you move forward with change and purpose and meaning. And let us say, Amen. Amen. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.